EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
That! 230! Right here, 41 Mike. You're not ready. Big. Slam.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch that. Check. Crunch.
On second down, Conner looking for space. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 24-yard line.
All right, now. Flag 20. Hey, come on. Now. Jack 16. Check 31. Deuce. Check 9.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Watch twins. Shift. Watch the shift. 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Cut! 180! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. You go tight.
Goff on 3rd down. And got a man. It's Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. Gave a glimpse of his power that time, and then brought down at the 30. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
At 20. 55. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Here goes tonight. 180. Let's see what you got.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here goes to the 180. 15, check back 15. Right up, break.
Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 36, 36. Double bump. 5.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, Echo. What's up? 59, what's up? 50 seconds.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Hey, 4-1, Mike. 4-1.
Quarter.
Check.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
No.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
17. Under 10.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long, it's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Connor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jack 16. Small. No. Small. Check hot route. Hot. Double bump. Check 15. Check 15.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shoot.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 20. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
This is Henderson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Protein spill.
They'll try the air now with Gall. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They will toss to Brown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Value 3. Value 3. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. 12. Know your job. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You go night. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike. Watch 55. He can't hang. Value 1. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 26. Easy. He good? He's checking crap.
Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
230. King. I smell fear in that offense. Check 3. Why they check?
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Kill. Safe. Alert. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Focus. Alert. Take both of them. Switch it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Kill. Double. Slam. Check safety. Quarter. Check three.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Like 20. Mike 50, Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now
Gurley. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, a run with counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Goff going to throw it. But it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd
like 20.
I
got it.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Los Angeles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.